So it finally happened. We got our first look at the Chainsaw Man anime, and some of you might be wondering, what the fuck is going on? Well, I'm Alex, and hopefully after this video, you have a pretty good idea what you're getting into when you watch. So this is going to be a breakdown of the first look we got a couple weeks ago. This video is late to let you know, but it's still here. So if you just heard about the hype and you're wondering what's it all about, this is the video for you. So let's start off this character. This is Dingy. Well, when he was a kid. He's gonna grow up to be our main protagonist, the hero of Chainsaw Man. We don't see him too much in the manga, but when we do, it usually signifies Denji's past trauma. You might be asking yourself, what drama? Why is he in that alley? And whose blood is that? Well, spoilers. So the PV switches up and we get to see our three main characters. From right to left, we have everyone's favorite little sister Power, the ever so stoic Aki, and the stupid but relatable main character Denji. All three of them are having a nice breakfast together, enjoying life. If this is the first time you're meeting these characters, you might think this is cute and sweet, but for the real Chainsaw Man fans, this is a bittersweet moment. So, as soothing music plays in the background, we watch some of our favorite characters having a peaceful moment together. Something that is pretty uncommon in Fujimoto's works. Fujimoto is the author and illustrator of Chainsaw Man. Some of his works include his first serialized series called Fire Punch, and a great one-shot called Yogen no Nyata, both bearing some resemblance to his hit series Chainsaw Man. But to be warned, there is some graphic content in both of these stories.
So trust me or you won't last very long.
So back to the PV. This is the squad. We have Power, Aki, and Dingy. There are three main characters. They get introduced in the first 5 chapters of the manga and will probably be introduced in the first 3 episodes of the anime. If you're wondering what their relationship's like, take a look at that piece of toast. It's messy and all over the place, but at the end of the day, it'll taste delicious. And we're glad you had it. Or it might just kill you after you choke on it, but it's still family. Next, we get to see a Chainsaw Man character I didn't think we'd see in this teaser trailer, and that's Kobini. Kobini, Dingy, and Power are all in the ocean, basically having a beach episode. Kobini and Power both have on bikinis, which I'm sure the Power stands are going crazy over if there wasn't enough fan art of her already. But too bad this isn't canon. This scene and the next one, which we'll talk about later, don't happen in any of the manga chapters during the original release. So these are probably just some added scenes for the trailer. Or these scenes are in the anime and they're the dreaded thing that everybody hates, filler. But I'm pretty sure these are just for the trailer because sadly, scenes like this just don't happen in Fujimoto's works. They're more like what if scenarios. What if everyone was happy? That includes the touchy-feely scene with the eye patch girl and Aki in the bed. And you can tell by the slight flickering in all the scenes of this part of the trailer. As these scenes end, it's revealed that these were all some video on an old square TV that still takes a VCR. So now we're back in reality as monsters roam the halls of hotels, thousands are dead in graves, and houses get decimated in seconds. This is the world of Chainsaw Man. This is only a 1-minute trailer, and I am hyped for this show, but it does go by pretty fast. And that's because it's less of a trailer and more of a teaser trailer. But that's what anime PVs are. They are made as promotional videos. PV. This is just the first look at the anime. A pat on the back to the MAPPA studio execs and the animators and the creators for getting another great series to make. And of course, this is for the fans of Chainsaw Man, getting to see their favorite book translated from paper to TV and computer screens. Chainsaw Man is only 97 chapters long, and it's a Shonen Jump manga with a lot of fight scenes, so it can go by kind of fast. So watching this PV, and even watching my video, you might be wondering what's going on, but that's fine, because it all will be revealed in due time. I say this all because that was the biggest critique from my brother. It's felt so fast, but I say it's fine. So getting back to the PV, things are moving kind of quickly. The tension is rising as it feels as though we're spiraling into chaos. This is where the real story begins. That's a reference to something if you didn't know, but if you know, the more you know. Am I right? In the next few shorts, we see a man and a teenage girl walking somewhere as the camera follows them. Who are they? They are two of the early protagonists that pop up in volume 3 of the manga. The volume that some people may say is where the true story begins. I can't tell you their names or their allegiance because even that would spoil up to the first chapter of the manga, but I can tell you they do something terrible. Something so terrible that they put a clip of it in the next scene. The scene where you see the big fox head destroying the building. They may or may not have been the direct cause of that. We see Pochita as well, probably the most important character in the entire series. He's the reason we're all here, honestly. So even though it's just for a second, I'm sure everyone loved seeing him. Pochita is Denji's best friend. He's kind of Denji's pet at the beginning of the story, but we don't get to see too much of him. Sadly, that's kind of a spoiler. I'll say this. He'll always be by Denji's side. In the clip, we see them cuddling together in Denji's old home. And if you look close enough, you might even see that Denji has an eye patch. You might be wondering, why is that? Well, spoilers. There's no real reason to talk about it, so we're just gonna move on. Also, in this part of the clip, we see a door. We don't talk about that door. End of discussion. But after all that, 40 seconds into this 1 minute trailer, we see what probably everyone truly wanted to see, and that's MAPPA. MAPPA is the boss of our 3 main characters, Aki, Power, and Dingy. MAPPA is also the love interest to Dingy, which is why we see that steamy scene between the two of them. By the way, this scene gets a little bit more steamy in the manga. I don't know if they're gonna put that in the anime, but go check it out. So that's about it for the PV. Well, almost, but I think that's enough for now. You don't need to know about devils or fiends or even the man with the chainsaws, even though that's kind of the whole point of this video, trying to explain who the man with the chainsaws is. There'll be more trailers and more opportunities to talk about that later. But hopefully I helped with some of your questions about Chainsaw Man, so that if you saw the PV and you're like, what the heck is going on, you have a little bit more information. Also, hopefully I've convinced you to stick around for the ride as we count down the inevitable beginning of the Chainsaw Man anime. So I still have a few more things I was supposed to go over this video, but I'm just gonna throw it down here at the end. Question 1, how long is the story? Well, Chainsaw Man has 11 volumes and 97 chapters. The anime is probably going to be around 24 to 30 episodes, I would say, unless they split the part 1 of Chainsaw Man into 2 seasons, which I don't think would work really well unless the pacing was really off. But that's that. Why does Power have horns? Power is a fiend. That's all I really can say right now. But maybe one day I'll make a video about the fiends, if you want to stick around for that. Last question, when is the anime coming out? I believe I figured out when the anime is coming out, and that is this fall. In late October, probably the beginning of November is when we'll first get the first episode of Chainsaw Man, and we'll have it running for at least 2 seasons, so fall and winter. How I figured that out and why I think that is a whole nother video by itself as well, so stay tuned for that. I've literally been trying to make that video for half the year. But yeah, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, if you liked it, if you learned anything new, leave a like down below. If you think this video made no sense and you want to tell me off, leave a dislike down below and leave me a comment about why you feel that way. But yeah, I've been Alex, and thanks for watching my video. Peace.